Welcome to Understanding WES Percentile Scores. If you've received your WES report and you're wondering what those score percentile rankings mean, then you've come to the right place. This video will help you understand why we use percentiles and how to read a WES percentile chart. You're probably more familiar with the WES engagement driver scores and how they're represented in the house model. This table tells you how people in your work unit responded to questions on the survey about key topics or drivers that have an influence on your engagement score. The house then shows you how each driver contributes to the engagement model, and the colors tell you which of your scores are cause for celebration and which ones are cause for concern. However, driver scores don't tell you the whole story. Percentiles show you your work unit's relative performance. In other words, they give context to your average scores by showing how your work unit scores compare to all the other work units in the BC Public Service. Knowing where your scores stand in comparison to other work units can help you make decisions about your team's priorities. Here's a work unit percentile chart. The dots represent the team's driver scores, and they're color-coded to reflect the average scores rating. However, the dots' locations on the chart tell you their percentile score. In other words, how your team's scores stack up against other work units. You can find these percentiles at the bottom of the grid. The percentiles in each section of the house model are grouped together and ordered from highest to lowest within each group, so you can easily see where they rank. Drivers that have their marker further to the right side of the chart are indicating where your work unit is doing well in comparison to other work units in the BC Public Service. On the other hand, drivers closer to the left side of the chart show where there's room for improvement in relation to the other work units. Here's an example. This work unit scored 73 in job suitability. That's a good score, and it's colored green for leverage your strengths. However, when you use the percentiles to compare this score with other work units, you can see that this score ranks in the 26th percentile, which means 74% of other work units in the BC Public Service are doing better in this area. On the other hand, this work unit scored 58 in pay and benefits, which is yellow for focus on improvements. However, the percentile chart shows that this score is at the 86th percentile, which means that this team has a higher opinion of their pay and benefits than most other work units. If you'd like to see your percentile results in a tabular format instead, you can find this table in the report appendix. This table lists each driver, the exact percentile for each driver, as well as the rating each driver received for the house engagement model. This lookup table is useful to see what the full range of scores are for each driver. This includes the top and bottom scores for each driver across all work units, which you can't really see from the percentile chart in the work unit report. It's also useful for estimating the percentile scores for an organization, as these don't get percentile charts of their own. You can find this percentile lookup chart on our website. Thanks for taking the time to learn about percentiles and how they can provide clarity on your WES driver scores. We hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions about the content in this video or anything else related to WES, please email us at work.environment.survey@gov.bc.ca. Thank you.